So there is a feature when you have faces and edges connecting like this, you can add edges. That is R. Control R. You add edge loops. We call this edge loops. See the way it's redefining the bevel. So those are the edge loops. So slash to come out. So now we have our click for the camera. So if you look closely, you see a round insect here. So, and then you notice that the edge is not that flat. You can add edge loops. You right click so that it does not go to another place. So you right click and you can scale it. Or if you don't want to go through this route, probably is a bit complex, you can use Tetris. But I think this is the best route actually. So you can Control B. This bevel modifier that we added, we can do it manually with Control B, then just reduce the amount of edges that are there. So like I was saying, you notice that there's an insect here. So there's a face that is going downwards. So we can use that with face, select the face and insert. Then extrude inward. So when you press E, you can bring it out, but no, we want to take it inward. So take it inward. So you have that dent inside. Yeah, so after that, what next? You want to create this one. So we can just Shift A, import a plane, take the plane up, that is G to grab, Z, G, X, S to scale, take it down. And besides, you can use this one in case that one is a little bit disturbing or you cannot really understand. You can use this one. This one is to scale, so you can use this one to scale. You can scale this way. If you use this inside, you scale. If you use this green, you scale on the Y. If you use this one, you scale on the X. So depends on what you want to do anyways. I like to use the S key, it's quicker for me. So you can just move this on the X axis and then there we go. Then tab to edit mode. Okay, so tab to go to edit mode, E to extrude. So let's make sure that this is the right thing, just because of people. So you can do this still fine, then insert, just extrude inwards, give it a bevel. So you can do this, or you can go. I think the thing about the other route is for edge flow and correct proportion. Currently that doesn't concern you, so you can just overlook that. Currently it doesn't concern you, but for someone that wants to go deeper into that, has to look into edge flows and the correct proportion and correct edges and all that. So we have, is it the flash or what? The flash of the camera. So now we want to create the lens for the camera. So we do it the way we've been doing the rest. Shift A, import a circle, then you can rotate stuff. You can use this one to rotate, this gizmo to rotate, but yeah, I don't really like to use that one, so I prefer accuracy. So I can press R to rotate, then while still trying to rotate, I'll press X to rotate on the X axis, then type 90. So it's just like people who do maths. 90 degree, 180 degrees, minus 180 degrees, 90 degrees, 360 degrees. So the math applies here. So now we run for math. No. I shall run too, but I don't jam maths again. So when you rotate, press R to rotate on the X axis or Y axis, depending on where you're rotating to. Then while it's still on the rotate, you press 90, so you rotate it and make it straight like this. So let's fit this somewhere here, scale it up a little. Then take this, so tab to go to edit mode, E, extrude, I to insect, so insects like this, then I want, you notice all these edges here like this, so I want to do that. So let's take this back, let's extrude, insect, extrude, insect a little bit, then extrude again, just extrude it a little bit, insect and extrude inwards, then insect, see, we have our lens. Let's give it a bevel, because in 3D, in real life, things are not this sharp. things are not this sharp. If things were sharp like this, we'll be cutting our hands every time. So let's give that edge. If you put your hand on the edge of a table, you know that is round. It's not going to cut your hand. So give it that. Reduce the amount. Increase the segments. So let me okay, I was just checking something. What I just clicked was x-ray. There are different ways of seeing things at the back of an object in Blender. You can use the wireframe. That's this one I just clicked. And you can use the x-ray. So this is just wireframe. If you click x-ray, you see the back. So or if it's just wireframe, you see the whole line and vertices. If you click the wireframe, you see everything at the back, and you can even select stuffs at the back like this. Even if the stuff is inside, you can select it when you on the x-ray. So that's what I was using to check. The view we've been using since is a solid view. We have material view and we have render view. So when you finish and you add colors and the textures, is this view that you use to render it and bring the image out. Okay, so moving on. Let me insert this again, because I'm still seeing there is an insert there. There's an insertion there. No. So have our camera. So let's create the button. This orange button. We can use a circle for it. We can use a circle. So same route. R to rotate X 90. So let's take it to the front and scale it. To the front. Scale. Tab to edit mode. F to fill. Extrude. So have camera components. So see this edge side for the black handle that wraps the whole side of the camera. There are edges there. All those are key details, so your image actually looks like it's an actual object. It doesn't just look flat. So go into edit mode. Let's create something to replicate that. Yeah, so Control R to give us an edge loop. So loop cuts to the edges. So let's add in Control R to the middle, right click so that it stays in the middle. Let's do Control R to the side and click, Control R, click, Control R to the bottom, click, and Control R to the top, click. So you should have something like this. So now I want to create this black wrap around the camera, the black handle around the camera. So select this to be able to select face. Then once you select this face, go round the object, come to somewhere like here, then hold Control and click. Let's say somewhere here like this, Control, click, click, Control, Control. So you should get something like this. You select round here, then press Shift D. Shift D is to duplicate. So you have a duplicate like this.